movie experience is Cal Oaks, or in my pocket here I have another envelope. What do you think, envelope number 1 or envelope number 2? She says trade, and this I have actually something that's kind of interesting. This is a free home tune-up on your air conditioning unit. Are you a homeowner?
And then they'll put them in a little bucket. Later on, around 2:30, we got a lot of stuff to give away. Right now, I'm going to be bringing up, I guess it's the retail center is DH Holdings, David Horenstein, and he's the developer of this, the shops here, this area.
We're coming out to share in our festivities today. Speaking on behalf of our group, I would like to say that we're privileged, humbled, and grateful for everyone's participation out here today. All of those who've made this dream possible. The corridor became established here in Wildomar. Give accolades to those who deserve it, and third, give you a taste of what the future of Wildomar may look like over the next couple of years. Now this is an exciting day for the Wildomarians, as we're sometimes referred to out here. We at DH Holdings, we've been a part of the community since 1999, ever since the only major retail out here was that USA gas station on the other side of the 15. So we didn't even have stoplights, I think, in 98 or 99 in Palomar. So that being said, they told us we couldn't put a grocer here, and Rancon Real Estate changed that, and they developed the Albertson Center along the 15 and Clinton Keith back in 2000. After that, we together with Regency Centers developed the Stater Brothers Center, Bear Creek Village Center, the Rite Aid Center, which is known as the shops at Bear Creek, and now this one, the shops at Clinton Keith, where we stand here today. Now, the shops at Clinton Keith was designed to bring in a high mix of retailers and restaurants. That was what the original concept was, and it was so that us locals wouldn't have to go all the way to Winchester Road, where it's so busy to do, to basically consume whatever would normally satisfy us. Out here in the La Cresta area, Santa Rosa, parts of Murrieta, Wildomar, and even Lake Elsinore. Now, each tenant that we picked them for their unique services. We didn't just randomly create leases with tenants that weren't going to service the community. So, without further delay, let's introduce our tenant roster. So, first of all, we have a little company out from Texas, with access off of Clinton Keith. I think they're really going to be successful, and they already are. They opened about 3 months ago, or 2 months ago, a little earlier than some of the other tenants. Has been in the area for years. They have over 200 locations here and Mexico. The franchisee has about 18 years experience in automotive industry and 9 years with Grease Monkey. It's an underserviced area. I think there's only a lube and car wash within 2 to 3 miles from here. And with the great help, of course, of the county, we were fortunate enough to have them open yesterday. So that's Grease Monkey just opened yesterday. And then followed by Grease Monkey, we have a local town favorite. Some of you may know, some of you may not. Tacos Tijuana, homemade, authentic Mexican food. They have 3 locations. They're franchising out. They're out in Temecula as well. And they have great fresh tortillas. So you may want to take a look at those as you visit and frequent the rest of the center. Next to them we have Submarina. They have 2 locations, 142 as Submarina. This franchisee says this is their best location so far in Wildomar, and they're doing a phenomenal job. They're only out of 1,200 square feet, Submarina. And fortunately, next to Submarina we have Bombshell Boutique. Bombshell Boutique, clothing manufacturers and designers. They're going to have a show later to display some of their clothing. Please go check them out. I think even today they're having a 30% sale. Bombshell has definitely added to the retail experience here. Next to them we have one available space. That available space, there is some interest in it, so if you are interested or if you know someone else, Torrin McGrath will be by that space, so you can speak to him. He'll have marketing packages, and you can get in touch with him. Next to him is Wildemore Dental Care. We thought the area needed that, and so he also has a location in Murrieta. Graduated from UCLA, and Stephen Wynn does a great job putting a smile on everyone's faces every day. And then we decided to work with Santa Rosa Day Spa. They are very busy. They're offering relaxing services and chiropractic services. They have 2 other locations, one in Corona, one in Murrieta, and they're basically here to make us more beautiful, so check them out. Then we have Creative Nails. Now, Creative Nails, they're like a high-end boutique nail salon. And then we have our largest restaurant tenant. It's our very own Decanter's Wine Bar. So hard to bring restaurants here because there hasn't been any. Now they're restaurants. They're part of the Pike family, and some of you may know them as, the Pike family has been in the restaurant industry for about 50 years. They have the Laguna Beach House, the Dana Point Beach House, a few other companies around the way. They open up their wine bar, 4,400 square feet. So now all of these tenants, jobs, and overall success in the community would not be here today if it wasn't for the vision, dedication, and commitment that the 1st District of Riverside has given us today. And I think it's very important, and I'm going to speak a little bit more about that in my second segment, to recognize that giving birth to a shopping center, without going into too much detail, requires an entire community. And it takes an entire community to build a city. And fortunately today, we have Supervisor Bob Buster from the 1st District of Riverside here today to share with us a few words.
Now, what a gorgeous day. You know, rolling off my tongue easier and easier and sounding more and more correct. In the city of Wildemore, our first shopping center. And David Horenstein is probably the best person to have your first shopping center with, because the future Wildemore is really intertwined with its important business base and how important it is not just to cityhood and your important revenue stream that this will create, really uplifting the city as it moves forward, but also to the social life here and the feeling of neighborhood and community. And this shopping center, as you can already tell, fits within this community. It's predominant architectural themes, the way it works with both the regional aspects, the I-15 freeway and the Clinton Key, but also it's oriented to neighborhood. So we're going to be working with the Wildemore new city council to make things a lot more neighborhood friendly too, more walkable. I mean, that's one of the things we need to do, speaking as from a countywide level on the Transportation Commission, is to make much more friendly streets and highways, pedestrian access, trail access. And you have many people here in the Wildemore community who have been working on that. Gary Andre is here, who's working on our trail access. John Lloyd, long worked on parks, elected member of the Elsinore Municipal Water District. Retired Sheriff Coyce Bird, who's now a full-time volunteer for the Santa Rosa Plateau, just up the road. So here you have the kind of a magnet, a real keystone area here, accessible regionally here through the I-15 freeway, with folks coming from even abroad to see the Santa Rosa Plateau area, and who will want a stopover here and a place to refresh themselves and learn about Wildemore. So there's a grand opportunity here, and I know David Horenstein quickly immersed himself in this community, understands it, works with the people here. He's the kind of person that's going to be able to work with to increase and enhance the community aspects of business life, I know, in his shopping centers, and set a model for other one in the future. So it's very happy to be here today. I think the weather is very auspicious for this shopping center and for our 25th city in the county of Riverside, Wildemore. I look forward to introducing our, I think a majority, heavens, the Brown Act has already taken place, of our council members elect from the city of Wildemore. Nice to be here.